Let's get into some things. Let's get into some things. You know what that means? It's time for Hot Topics! Yes! So today's Hot Topics, with the world going to hell right now, everybody is kind of chiming in, which is most appreciated. We're seeing all these kind of brands, like even today, PlayStation canceled one of their events due to what's going on. Wanting the focus to be on Black Lives Matter and things like that, which is amazing. It's amazing. Good job for PlayStation. But some of these companies need to keep that same energy. And some of these companies are really taking this moment to virtual signal, and we're just not gonna have it. Now, what company could I possibly be fucking talking about? Like, who would be so dumb to say some shit like we stand for black equality when we know God motherfucking well that y'all really don't? Who the fuck could I be talking about? Who could I be talking about? Star Wars! Yes, bitch, they had the nerve. Let's go to the tweet. Let's go to the tweet. We stand against racism. We stand for inclusion. We stand with our fellow black employees, storytellers, creators, in the entire black community. We must unite and speak out. Really, Star Wars? Really? You feel like you feel like you're all about this, right? Let's talk about what you did to John Boyega. Let's talk about his character Finn, shall we? Let's move right along. When The Force Awakens came out, and this is 100% real. This is 100% real. Look at the date. I'm not making this up. This was December 4th, 2015, which, mind you, black people were having issues on December 4th, 2015. We've been having problems for a while. So, this whole Black Lives Matter and, civil rights and shit like that. Like, no, civil rights was a thing in 2015. Black lives did matter in 2015. It did matter. We were people. We were people then, and we're people now. We were always people. But people pick and choose when we are people. The Chinese poster for Star Wars was completely edited. Okay? So this is the one that we have in America when we see John Boyega's character, strong black man holding a lightsaber, right? So he's there. He's there, he's prominent, and he looks like he's one of the main characters, right? He was like one of the first shots in the movie. He was in the first shots. He was dressed as a clone trooper, right? But look at China. They put old boy all the way to the fucking back. All the way to the fucking back, and zoomed up Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, the robot, BB-8, and then everybody else. But we care about black equality, right? I am not making this up. This is 100% real. And then someone called them out on it in 2015. Star Wars Finn, who happens to be black, and Chewbacca happens to be a Wookiee, gets shafted in China. So yeah, Chewbacca did even make it. So you see Chewbacca's right here, if you can see my pointer, and he's not there. They took him the fuck out. They took him the fuck out. So this is what they did. The poster sparked controversy online over stylistic changes, one of which resulted in the diminished presence of John Boyega's lightsaber-wielding character. Aside from giving BB-8 more prominence, the biggest discrepancy between the two posters is the shrinking of Boyega's fin and the positioning of his body. Boyega, who plays a lead role, is lowered down from the original poster, where he's the third largest character after Adam Driver and Daisy Ridley's character, and tucked under Harrison Ford. Okay. Tucked under Harrison Ford's gun-toting Han Solo and Carrie Fisher's Leia, and behind a much larger BB-8. By the way, this is 100% real. Meanwhile, other non-white characters, including Oscar Isaac, who plays Rebel pilot Poe Dameron, Lupita, I can't pronounce her last name, who plays an alien pirate, Maz Kanata, and Chewbacca have been cut altogether. They're replaced by X-Wings, TIE fighters, and rows of stormtroopers. So Lupita, who is a black woman, she didn't even play a black woman. She played a fucking goddamn alien, and she didn't even make it to the fucking poster. There was even talks about Lupita Nyong'o, I think that's how you pronounce her last name. Her character was actually edited out. She was supposed to be in a lot more, apparently, and they edited a lot of it out. So, how are you? We stand against racism. We stand for inclusion. We stand with our fellow black employees, storytellers, creators, and entire black community. We must unite and speak out. So you're saying this, but you did this. Then you completely destroyed his character. You gave him a lightsaber in the first movie, okay? Then in the second movie, you made him completely made him a worthless bitch. And in the third movie, you had him screaming Rey the whole entire time. You made him absolutely worthless. There was literally no point to his character whatsoever. So instead of you doing what you did with Billy D. Williams, giving us another strong black character in the Star Wars universe, you gave us a sniveling bitch that had the potential to be another strong black character in the Star Wars universe. And on top of that, this injustice, you fuck up the poster. But like I said, we stand against racism. We stand for inclusion. We stand with our fellow black employees, storytellers, creators, and the entire black community. We must unite and speak out. So this is how I found out about this. This is how I found out about it. Pitmaster Yoda ethered the fuck out of them. So let's hear what the fuck Pimpmaster Broda, excuse me, but it's Pimpmaster Yoda 1. He has a YouTube channel too. Let's see what he had to say. He directly replied.
Against racism, we stand. For inclusion, we stand. With our fellow black employees, we stand. Storytellers, creators, and the entire black community. Speak out, and we must unite. Really now? Really now? So, official Star Wars account, if all that bullshit believe you do, why Screwed Over allowed John Boyega to be Disney? Removed nearly he was from the Force Awakens poster, as see here you do, and allowed to die a hero's death he was not in The Last Jedi. Then finally, reduced he was to screaming for Rey in the final act. An excellent Jedi he could have been, but instead his presence was nearly squashed. So virtue signal you should not, but rather, these instructions follow closely you must. Up the shot! For
No, y'all let me know what you think. Do you think that Star Wars has the right to even step into this, make this kind of statement saying that, oh, we're standing for this shit, when evidently in the past they haven't? Let me know.